name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.
2 hurdles left to negotiate, races 7 and 8. So if you're looking to play the last double on the card, let's look at race number 7. I'm afraid it's not an easy race, and then we'll move on to race number 8 and hopefully guide you in the right direction. As far as the betting suggests, it is 4-1 the field. Number 1, Purple Powerhouse 4-1 with number 3, Purple Operator. So the joint favourites from the Hollywood Syndicate. Then we have number 10, Hippocrates at 9-2. Number 4, William Rousseff is 5-1, and then 11-2, and better the rest. Warren, let's give a comment on a couple of runners here. I'll go with number 1, Purple Powerhouse, and then you can touch on number 2, and so on and so forth. Purple Powerhouse, he's a 7-year-old, but it's quite clear to see course and distance, 3 wins. All 4 wins have been recorded on the poly, and he has got the best of the draw. He ran second to Intrepid last time out, holding his form. He must be a big runner. And what do you think about number 2, Captain Who?
The last run, although 10th of 14 runners, Sheldon, was still a good effort. I say good effort because there was only 4 lengths, behind the winner all the time. He was slow out, and he was examined by the vet, etc., and found nothing. But he's a 5-time winner. 2 of them have been on the poly. We ignore that last run, which position-wise wasn't good, but lengths-wise wasn't horrendous. On overall form and the stable in such good form, Captain Who has to be respected.
At this early time of recording, number 8, Lucky Dollar, is a casualty. So take out number 8, Lucky Dollar. I'll move on to number 3, Purple Operator. Now here's another poly specialist. All 4 wins have been achieved on the poly, of which 2 of those have been course and distance. And when you look at the overall form, ran second to Black White Dynamite, second to Time Together, and then the last run was 5th behind Eddie the Mover. Stays on a rating of 73. Richard Therese ridden in the last 2, so he'll get a good handle of number 3, Purple Operator. And once again, he should run a real big race. Then we move on to number 4, William Rousseff, who has taken on stronger last time out, but 112 days off the track could be a little bit of a concern.
Absolutely, and with the lack of work, even more of a concern. And the last time he was racing, it was in an average rating of 85. It's an average rating of 72, so it does come down a little against a bit slightly weaker opposition. And never too far off them, has run some very good races, but he is becoming a little tough to assess. But the rest is a small concern, and he might just need this run, Sheldon.
Then moving on to number 5, Aggressivo, the third of the Hollywood runners here. So number 5, Aggressivo, just looking at his overall form, he's a 2-time winner from his 13 runs to date, 70 days off the track, and I just think 1 or 2 might just have his measure. Let's have a look what price he is currently. He is at 10-1 Aggressivo, so 1 Purple Powerhouse and number 3 Purple Operator. The Hollywood Syndicate will perhaps be leaning towards them for the winner and hoping that Aggressivo will come on with the run. Then of course number 6 Cavalieri, we'll have to see how he goes.
Yeah, absolutely, see if he takes his place here, because he ran just the other day on New Year's Day, did Cavalieri. And he let the side down a little, and just can't quite remember exactly where he finished, but he certainly didn't place, did he?
No, he came under a drive early on.
Quite right. Okay, so see if Cavalieri runs. If he does, he'll have to step up on his New Year's Day performance. Buoyant Knight is a recent maiden winner.
Yes, recent maiden winner. I'll sit on the fence with 59.5 kilograms on his back. He's also coming back from a 67-day absence, makes the poly debut. So he's got quite a few questions that he needs to answer. Number 8, Lucky Dollar, is scratched. And then number 9, Gimme a Rainbow. The Carl Hirton stable, that is firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and he said how many times to us, Carl, that he wishes his whole yard was full of Gimme a Rainbows, because he's such a trier. He's never too far off. He's had a couple of excuses in his last 2 or 3 starts. He was a winner 3 runs back. Gimme a Rainbow, if he were to pop up and win at a huge price of 20-1, around 20-1, I wouldn't be shocked. He can never be ignored.
And then we move on to number 10, Hippocrates. Number 9, Give Me a Rainbow. All 6 wins have been achieved on the poly. Likewise, number 10, Hippocrates. 28 runs, 5 wins, of which all 5 have been on the poly, and a 50% win, course and distance strike rate. So Warren, this race, not cut and dried.
I'm glad that we went and gave a comment of each and every runner, because that's exactly to explain how difficult it is, and a case could be made for most of the runners. So whatever your budget will allow you to include. Try and go as wide as you can. Some boxed exactors, maybe 1 purple powerhouse, 3 purple operator, and 10 Hippocrates. But it is, as you heard from Sheldon and I, a very competitive event.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.